Sprt band, not just traditional Kinesio tape. Then we want to put down our strapping technique with our Hypafix Leuco tape. So again, we're going to prime the area. And we've got our Hypafix as a base. Again, we're not putting any tension through the Hypafix, we're just laying it down. So I would start posterior, kind of where biceps mars comes through. And we'll just bring that up. And we're going to fish it underneath, so we can leave the backing of the Hypafix on here, you can cut it. We can feed it underneath the shorts, and you can end off up here. Okay? Just pretend that's there. And then again, you can start one PSIS, come down and under, peel off your backing. And again, if you have athletes that are pretty high level, they're not going to care if they show off their bum a little bit. I'm just going to come across and end on the anterior aspect there. So we find the area that's bothering them the most, or you can just figure out where you want your largest moment arm. You create an AC tab. I like to go a little more distal, it gives me a bit more of a moment arm. And again, inferior to superior tends to be a bit easier. You can lift the shorts up, provide a little bit of tension here. Much more proprioceptive feedback than your kin tape would do. AC tab on the other side. We hook on there. And again, we're going to put superior and posterior. And then again, the spot where you're probably going to have worry about the tape coming off a little bit would be where those two tape jobs cross. So we'd come across that area in that fashion. And then if you did want to seal this, again, you could go over the whole thing with Hypafix again, or if he were to stand up, you don't have to stand up, we'll just lift your leg like that. You could come around with a tensor wrap. Oops. So I always start superior and then come down so that you can seal your own. You kind of make an X pattern all the way up the thigh.
How restrictive is that going to be for somebody who is running?
It's not too restrictive because you're just going around the thigh itself. If it was a marathon runner and we're doing more of a groin abduction restriction, then that's a different situation. But this isn't too bad. With the tensor being flexible, you're not worried about cutting off any circulation or anything. Okay, so that's a more supportive tape job for the iliotibial band.